This video isn't about promises, it's about what's already been added, quietly, without fanfare. And that matters more than people might realize. Because while we can agree the gameplay still isn't consistent, even if bugs, crashes, or broken loops still happen, there's one thing that clearly shifted in 2025: variety. We're not here to debate performance. We're here to look at what's actually been added and how those additions quietly expand the sandbox. Fresh activities, new paths forward, different ways to start your journey. Because when one of the parts of the game break, you're not stuck waiting. You can pivot, shift gears, keep going. And that flexibility alone makes the experience feel playable. In 2025, the additions aren't just filler. They've become a way to still have a session, even when things don't go as planned. The variety, it's not just for flavor. It's become part of how players survive Star Citizen's volatility. And in a game that's still evolving, that flexibility, that power to adapt, might be the most important thing they've added thus far. This alone is why I think now's the time to give Star Citizen a try, even if you're just testing the waters. And I'm not alone in that feeling. A lot of veteran players, even a good number of OG backers, have noticed the shift. 2025 hasn't just dropped content, it's delivered momentum, something you can actually feel while playing. And we're only halfway through the year. There's still time on the clock, still more coming. Because for a while, it felt like we were orbiting the same old patterns, waiting, watching, hoping. Now, we're doing. We're seeing the dream pushing forward. Not everything is fully baked. Some parts still need time in the oven. But for the first time in a long while, it doesn't feel like we're just testing the game. It feels like we're living in it, and that's a damn good feeling. Let's say you've been running cargo for weeks, same routes, same payout, same pace, and maybe you're feeling it, that itch, for something different. 2025 didn't wipe the table clean, but it did expand the menu. The classics, they're still there, just paired with bolder dishes to taste. One night, you're clearing bunkers, the next, you're flying through volatile weather, navigating static storms across radiated terrain. Maybe you land near ruins no one talks about. It's quiet, empty, you're just there watching. Or you dive into one of those newer sandbox activities, the kind that plays out differently every time, depending on the choices you make and whoever else shows up. Because the variety in Star Citizen isn't just about content, it's about the feel of it. And in 2025, it finally feels like options. So, are you ready to place your order, or are you still contemplating if it's time to try something new? 2025 didn't just add more content, it expanded the entire flavor of Star Citizen. Let's talk about what's being served. Contested zones, your PvPvE appetizer, sharp, fast, and unpredictable. The base, AI forces, but the spice, other players racing for the same limited loot, keycards, com boards, high-end gear. Every moment sizzles with tension. Get in, grab what you can, and hope you're not dessert. Executive hangars, a rare slow-cooked dish tucked deep in pyro. Not just something you stumble into. This one, it's earned. Toss in 7 comboard cups, carefully measured. And if you pull it off, you're feasting on elite components, rare ships, and loot most players never even seen. A line in mind, think of this one as a layered cake, First, align the satellite dishes. Second, drop the batteries. Top it off by priming the laser before someone else does. This one's sweet until it's not. It's strategy with a side of chaos, served piping hot. Stormbreaker. This one's more of a slow burn mystery, a narrative stew that simmers across multiple locations. Static storms, radiation, fractured landscapes. One wrong move and you're cooked. It's part infiltration, part discovery, with a hint of darkness. The payout? Absolutely the chef's kiss. The newest flavor hot from the kitchen for a limited time. Resource Drive, a time-sensitive event tied to the region crisis, where major corporations call for help, and players choose who to support. Cargo, combat, mining. You pick the path and your actions shift the outcome. Exclusive paints, weapons, armor are all on the table, but only for a short while. And here's the kicker. Resource Drive's exactly what PvE players were craving to order. Expect this one to set the table. As many quietly hope there's more of this to come. It's not a main dish, it's a special, and it won't be here forever. Each mission, a different recipe, all part of the same kitchen now. Persistent, replayable, and worth coming back to. Pick your pace, choose your challenge, and when you're ready for more than fast food gameplay, the next course is already heating up. Solo play still has its place, but this game, it was never meant to be a lone wolf. And in 2025, it's leaning even harder into that truth. Stormbreaker, executive hangars align in mind. They're sandbox activities that sound different because they are, and each one pushes teamwork in its own way. You can go at it alone, but that'll only take you so far and for only so long. Over time, I realized something. You can survive solo. But to really live in this universe, you need a team, your own A-team in space. Maybe they fly a blacked out ship with some red accents, and maybe, just maybe, you all love it when a plan comes together. The best runs, they didn't need perfection, just presence. Every move had purpose, no panic, no noise, just timing, trust, and the kind of flow that only happens when you're all in it together. So if you're just starting out, try it solo for a couple weeks. Get the basics under your belt. But when you're ready to go deeper, find your crew, because people just like you are out there looking. And yeah, sometimes it takes a little time, but the right ones, you'll know when you find them. That's when Star Citizen opens up in a way you didn't see coming. This isn't a sales pitch, it's just a voice sharing the menu, and all the special ingredients that makes the main courses. Some will still pass, and that's okay. Others will dive in head first, fork and curiosity ready. But if even one moment from this resonated with you, then maybe the question isn't, is now the right time? Maybe it's, what kind of story are you about to create? And wherever that story takes you, I hope it gives you something worth remembering. Whether you've never played or you've been flying for years, Star Citizen hits all of us differently. So if something from this video sparked a thought, drop it in the comments below. Not to prove a point, but to share a perspective. Because conversation doesn't need to be a contest. It just needs real people behind it. Badger out.